I'm very excited about the next trip to Egypt that we're planning, and I, Robert Schoch, would like to personally invite you to participate in it. This is going to be a very special trip at a very special time. We are going in December and early January. We will be there for 3 significant events. The winter solstice, December 21st, 2012, which many people know about from the Mayan calendar and think that maybe something's going to happen, at least that it's going to be significant. We'll be there over Christmas. Beautiful to celebrate Christmas in Egypt. And we will be there for New Year's Eve and the beginning of the new year. So this in and of itself is an amazing time. The time, in my opinion, to be in Egypt, if there's any time to be in Egypt. Numerous ancient traditions around the world point to this 2 weeks at the end of 2012 in our calendar as a most significant time for history. It truly is the time of a new era, and I invite you to tour Egypt, to be in Egypt with me at this time. During the December tour, we're going to do many special things, both around the Cairo area and also in Upper Egypt as we take our Nile cruise. I do want to mention something that I think is very important and I am very excited about. When you go to the Giza Plateau and visit the Great Pyramid, typically tours take you into the Great Pyramid, you go there briefly, you get to tour through it relatively quickly, and in my opinion, you cannot fully comprehend and experience the Great Pyramid in such a brief visit. So we're not going to do it that way. We've been in direct contact with the Egyptian government. We have arranged 2 special permissions. One special permission to go just our group into the Great Pyramid, spend 2 hours there to explore for ourselves, have free time to really see it thoroughly, to meditate, to be able to experience the Great Pyramid as it should be experienced. We also have a separate permission from the Egyptian government to go into the Sphinx enclosure, to go right up to the Sphinx, to touch the Sphinx, to be able to stand between the paws of the Sphinx. Most tourists, when they see the Sphinx, they only see it from a slight distance. They have to view it from what's known as the causeway. Looking at it, we will be right at the foot of the Sphinx. We will be able to walk around the Sphinx completely. We will be able to go between the paws of the Sphinx. We will be able to spend time there. We will be able to relax, to meditate, to absorb the tranquility of the Sphinx. So to me, this is very important, very exciting. Why go to Egypt if you can't get the full experience? So we will make sure you get the full experience. And believe me, I've been there off and on for over 20 years, and there's nothing like being there in person, really spending time in the Great Pyramid, really spending time in the immediate presence of the Sphinx. So I hope you will join me there. You have my personal invitation. We'll see other sites, of course. We'll go to places like Dashur. We'll see the Red Pyramid, where I want to carry out some research on site while we're there, looking at interior structures in the Red Pyramid, which I believe date back to a much earlier time. We will tour other sites in the Cairo area. We will visit the Coptic Church, which is believed to be on the site where Jesus and Mary stayed when they fled to Egypt. We also will take a beautiful cruise on the Nile. We'll go from Luxor down to Aswan. We'll visit the site of Abu Simbel. We'll explore the possibilities there of how the ancient Egyptians could construct these huge monolithic, megalithic structures, supposedly with very primitive tools, but we'll discuss the possibilities. Tying in with 2012, we are going to visit a site that most people never get to see. Very few tourists ever go there. I've even read guidebooks that don't mention this site, and that is the site of Hawara in the Fayum Oasis in west of the Nile. We will go there. There's a very interesting pyramid to visit there, but what's more important for the topics of this trip is this is the site of the fabled labyrinth. Huge area, and you can see on the surface that it looks like there was a structure there, or there is a structure underground. Ground penetrating radar has confirmed that there's something there. We will be able to discuss with the Egyptian authorities on site about this data. And the labyrinth, many people believe, ties in with the 2012 date, or at least the concept that we are going through a world change. We're going from one era into a new era, and we will explore those possibilities. We will be discussing this on site. For those that are interested, I will be giving presentations in the evening. We will have thorough discussions. We also will have time to relax and just absorb the beauty and serenity of Egypt. So overall, I just think this is going to be the most incredible trip. I'm just really looking forward to it. It's very special, very important to me, and I think some very important research could come out of it while we're having a wonderful time.